Hey guys, it's Ron here, and today I'm going to do a quick little tutorial on night photography with your DJI Mavic 2 Pro or Mavic 2 Zoom right after this. Hey guys, it's Ron with RM Photos, and if it's your first time on my channel, I talk about drones and drone photography. So if it's something at all of any interest to you, go ahead and click that subscribe button below. So when shooting with a Mavic 2 Pro and or a Mavic 2 Zoom, you're going to probably, once you first get it, you got that excitement and you're taking day shots and you're doing everything. But then you're like, oh man, I want to take some night shots. So what you're going to do, you pack it up, you head down to the city or head down to your town and you're like, night photo, here we come. But then when you take the night shot because you're shooting in auto because you haven't, messed around with the settings yet, this is what you get. Boom. So what you're seeing there is that's a straight Mavic 2 Pro shot. Now guys, the Mavic 2 Zoom does the same thing. Just saying. So, but what I'm going to show you is we're going to slap that bad boy in Lightroom and we're going to kind of make it look like right over my shoulder because I already did the tutorial on my screen recording. Yeah. Anyway, so that's beside the point. But that's exactly what we're going to do. I'm going to show you how to turn that without buying any presets. Now guys, Lightroom is such a phenomenal tool and I'm going to show you just some of the basics today with that night photo. A lot of people are afraid of night photography because it's harder to capture because it's low light or they think you have to do these manual settings. You don't, guys, okay? I shoot in manual settings on my drone all the time, but as a beginner, I shot in straight auto and my photo still came out just as good, okay? So guys, without further ado, let's just go ahead and hop into that tutorial. Hey guys, welcome back. So this is the photo that we're going to use for editing purposes. Now this is of Seattle, a raw photo of Seattle. And what we're going to do is we're going to take this picture and turn it into something that looks like this. Okay, and I'm going to show you how to do that. So when doing this photo, what I did is I shot these in auto settings with a DJI Mavic 2 Pro. When shooting with both either or, when shooting in auto, for some reason in auto settings only, my cities come out looking like with this orangey tint, and a lot of you guys may be experiencing that when shooting in auto. I don't always shoot in auto, but again, I'm just going for the average guy who just bought his drone, want to take it up and take some photos, and now they're shooting it at night or whatnot, and they just take the photo and it's all in auto settings. So this is what that's for. First thing I do, guys, and this is 90% of the battle. You're going to take your temperature and your tint and you're going to change those. What in this case, we're going to want to add some blue to the temperature or cool it down. Now watch what it's doing. Okay, I'm just going slow. Look at that. The city is now looking like the buildings are actually the right color. So again, you guys lower this to your taste. Now mind you, when you're editing photography, who cares what anybody says about your photo? It's your art. And if they don't like it, they ain't got to look at it, right? That's how I see it. And then you take this right here and you tint, and you're going to up there to the pink right there. Now look at that. You see what it did? It's kind of making the city look more natural. I'm going to probably add a little bit more blue because that's what I like to do. Boom, right there. And again, once I edit through, I might go back and change these things little by little. So I'm also going to take the contrast. I'm going to up my contrast a little bit. I'm going to lower my highlights just a skosh. I up my shadows a little bit. I definitely lower the whites a little bit. And then the blacks, I'm going to lower just a skosh. These I always save to the very end. Now, you see me lower my highlights right here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to up these highlights just a little bit and these lights. Now look what it's doing. See how it's doing? It's making your city brighter, right? So we're going to up the lights just a skosh. Up my darks and my shadows just a little bit. So you notice what it did right here is it brought the clouds back in, which we're probably going to lose some of those clouds here in a minute once we change some other things. So, and then what I do is, again, it's still a little too orangey for me. So I personally would lower my oranges just a little bit. You can lower them all the way down and make it black and white. But you're going to want to keep some orange in there because it is a pretty orange city with those street lights. And then I up my aquas and my greens and my yellows and my reds just a little bit. Now that's just something that I do. You don't have to do it. You can have just left it where it was. But you can kind of see that the purples now are coming back into play right here. And so are the magentas. So then what I do is I'll come in here and I'll up my vibrance. Now you can up it like this and you can totally just make it so nasty saturation looking, or you can just up it just a skosh and then up my saturations. Again, you can see that the oranges come back into play when I up my saturation, but it's not overbearing orange. Then I'll dehaze that. That's what I'm going to do, is I'm going to kind of take these clouds out just a little bit. It also makes this a little bit more crisp. And take that dehaze, and look, you can see up here in the clouds, like here, I'll take the haze back, put it back, it's more than it was, but you see the clouds up here? I'm going to take those, we're going to take those a little bit away, but you can see what it did is it kind of made this a little bit more vibrant looking, okay? And then you can either make, unclear it, or you can make the clarity pop, which I, up the clarity, and look what it did right here. Bam! That's what it did right here. Now, this here is a little too bright for me personally, so I'll probably go back up here and try lowering the whites, and if that's, see how it's dimming it a little bit, or the highlights, I can lower the highlights up for a little bit, and maybe up my whites a little bit. See how I'm rechanging that? So you might say, well, Ron, that looks good, but these are kind of dark right there. Have no fear. We can always go back down here, and you can up your darks, see what it's doing, and then you can up there. Now, there's other tools to use, but I'm just going over the basic one, and then you go just dehaze it a little bit more. Now it's back to the way I like it. You also can still see right here, you can still see the tops of the building. You can still see the roads. It's not as orange as it used to be. And you still have the colors that made the city pop. So you did make something that kind of looks like this to this. And this was the other one that I created. Again, it's a little bit more color in there, but this is kind of probably what I would have it at. Personally, I just did this, just a quick thing, just to kind of show you guys to make it pop. So, all right, guys, back to the other camera. All right, guys, so as you see in that little tutorial, it really wasn't that hard to kind of get that city. I mean, that temperature and that tint is really the, like 90% of the oomph to make your city look like that. Then the rest of it will come naturally, and it's going to come to what you guys like to do and what kind of taste that you like specifically as an artist. So, and speaking of which, I'm just going to kind of digress here a little bit. If you guys slap that photo on Facebook and someone's giving you some crap about it or whatever, about it's oversaturated or you did this or that or try doing this or try doing that, if you like the photo, that's all that matters, guys. It's as simple as that. It's your photo, it's your art, it's your creation. That's the beauty of photography. Guys, don't ever be discouraged about somebody not liking your photos, because I'm going to tell you right now, if I cared what people thought, I'd have been skinny a long time ago. That's just a fact. What you need is some good people along your journey to help you progress into your photography journey. Like me, I'm now progressing into my YouTube journey. And guys, check out the people who are featured on my featured subscriptions on my page. You're going to see Sean Oz, the OriginaldoBo, and Billy Kyle. Those guys have been doing nothing but helping me out. Hey Ron, try this. Hey Ron, try that. So I can push out good content for you guys. I'm hoping to keep growing this thing and hoping to keep helping many of you. Guys, also check out the Facebook group Drones United. I am one of the founders of Drones United. There's no bashing of people allowed, and we are there to help you if you want to keep doing photography or even videography, because there's a lot of people in there who do it and kind of give you their taste on it. So guys, first and foremost, thanks for watching. If you liked what you've seen and it helped you in any way, shape, or form, please like this and hit that little bell to be notified, and subscribe as well to my channel. Thanks for watching. If you're a drone pilot, happy flying, photographer, happy snapping. Be safe, guys. Take it easy. Later.